Best Practices for Azure Synapse Serverless Query is a comprehensive guide that helps users to optimize their query performance and reduce costs. To start with, it is essential to understand the key concepts of Azure Synapse Serverless Query, which is a cloud-based analytics service that allows users to query data in a scalable and cost-effective manner. The first step is to choose the right data source, which can be Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure Blob Storage, or other supported data sources. It is crucial to ensure that the data is well organized and formatted to optimize query performance. Once the data source is chosen, the next step is to create a serverless query pool, which is a logical grouping of resources that are used to execute queries. It is recommended to create separate query pools for different workloads to ensure that resources are allocated efficiently. When writing queries, it is essential to use optimal query techniques, such as using efficient join types, avoiding correlated subqueries, and using window functions. It is also recommended to use data types that are optimized for query performance, such as using integer data types instead of string data types. Another critical aspect of serverless query is data caching, which can significantly improve query performance by reducing the amount of data that needs to be scanned. It is recommended to enable data caching and configure the cache retention period based on the workload requirements. In addition to these best practices, it is also essential to monitor query performance and optimize queries regularly. Azure Synapse provides built-in monitoring and optimization tools, such as query metrics and query plans, that can help users to identify performance bottlenecks and optimize queries. To reduce costs, it is recommended to use the auto pause feature, which automatically pauses the serverless query pool when it is not in use. It is also recommended to use the cost estimator tool to estimate the costs of queries and optimize queries to reduce costs. In conclusion, best practices for Azure Synapse Serverless Query involve choosing the right data source, creating a serverless query pool, using optimal query techniques, enabling data caching, monitoring query performance, and reducing costs. By following these best practices, users can optimize their query performance, reduce costs, and get the most out of Azure Synapse Serverless Query.